everyone, I'm Kathy Dawson. Welcome to Can You Relate, Cleveland's and Northeast Ohio's relationship show. I'm very excited. We have a wonderful show for you today. We're going to be asking the question to the women on the couch for the roundup, can you forgive and forget? Also, we're going to talk about, is it okay to vacation separately between you and your spouse? You having one vacation, he having another. We're also going to talk about how honest are you with your doctor. So let's get started. So how honest are you with your doctor, and does that affect your health? I'm delighted, as always, to have Mary Sheehan back on the couch. You are a pharmacist, and you have been for over 20 years,
yes.
And you own the company called Good Medicine. And what I love about what you do is that you really act as an advocate for people to inform them and really enhance the relationship with their doctor.
Exactly.
So what does that mean when you say you really need to be honest with your doctor?
What I found in the pharmacy and then working with clients individually is that they are not always honest about maybe skipping doses, maybe doubling doses, maybe they didn't even get the prescription filled because they couldn't afford the copay and just didn't want to tell them, or what's a big trend now is that they're employing some form of alternative medicine, be it with a different practitioner totally, that they're using, or they're taking an herb or a supplement and they are afraid to tell their physician about it, or they're having a side effect and they're afraid to tell their physician
So
about
they're
it.
hiding all this stuff. They're kind of hiding
it. They are, yeah.
You know, it's funny you bring this up because I remember going to a doctor once, and I had gone to a different doctor for a while, and the doctor said, "How come I haven't seen you?" And I felt funny saying,
like you're cheating.
"Well, I was cheating on you." Yeah, exactly. So what do you recommend? How do you empower someone to be able to say, "Listen, here's what happened"?
Well, it's kind of interesting. You have to remember, and this is what I try to tell people, that we are in essence on the same side. You know, we use a lot of war imagery in healthcare. There's this whole image of battling. One lady came in and said she was having one problem with one drug from another doctor, and the other physician said, well, you're going to have to go do battle with your pulmonologist. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, we're sending a 70-year-old, 80-pound woman in to do battle, you know? And I had to take a step back with her, and then I realized, wow, we're setting people up for this idea that we're on opposite sides. And we're not. We're on the same side, because no matter if it's a third party or a lawyer or a hospital, all these things are involved in healthcare. At the end of the day, it's you and this provider. And they do really care about you. And they do really want you to get better, as do you. Thus, you are on the same side.
So that's a mindset you need.
It is. And she was so surprised to hear me say that we're on the same side. So you're on the same side, and from that position, you can feel at least a little bit of strength, like, hey, listen, I know that you really care about me. Let me tell you what I've been doing or what's really going on. And why, just to take that step.
Now, you know, when I work with couples, I work with language a lot, because a lot of communication has to do with language. And I like the segue that you use. Do you recommend that you actually say this to your doctor, that you say, hey, listen, I know that sounds like a weird way to, but doesn't it kind of get you into the conversation?
Or even, I'm afraid to tell you something. Because I'm afraid you're going to be mad at me.
Now, isn't that kind of a vulnerable place to come from?
Well, it is, but in that at least it's truthful. And when you're true and you're speaking your truth, there is a strength in that. That's a different kind of strength, I think. You know, it so aligns with who you are, and it kind of is like, oh, okay, well, she's afraid to tell me something. Well, why would you be afraid? That's so contrary to what I want this relationship to be like. And I would think the provider would feel that way.
And then their wall, if they even have one, falls down. And then you have a more genuine conversation.
I think so, yes.
This is so important, because our health starts with what comes out of our mouth.
It does, and we don't even think about it, that we're even setting up this whole battle scene.
So you actually work with people, I'm guessing, correct me if I'm wrong, in using certain language.
Using language where their position is, and also to back up a little bit, why are you doing what you're doing? Do you have all your ducks in a row and all your information? And even write it down. This is what's going on with me. I've decided to use an acupuncturist for this, this, or this, and didn't know how you'd feel about it. Do you know why you're doing what you're doing? We've said that before. So you have the information, you have the plan, and you have the position that this is really what's good for me, and I know that you want what's best for me.
You know what I love about what you do is you teach people to be critical thinkers.
Oh, I do.
And
That's
to
a good way to
trust
look at it.
their intuition. And to speak their truth.
And to stand up for themselves, because we're all on the same side.
Yay. Terrific.
Go team.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Your company is Good Medicine, and if you need help in this area, give Mary Sheehan a call at 330-592 5793, and your website is goodmedicinepharmacist.com. Stay tuned because we've got Relationship Roundup coming right up.
Up next, is it possible to forgive and forget? Our Relationship Roundup has responses you'll remember. And later in the show, the mind and body relationship. We'll tell you how to treat your skin and calm your soul.